Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, sir, for allowing me to participate in the 0-hour discussion under Rule 49A of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business relating to a matter of urgent public importance that appeared in the Shillong Times dated 24th October 2017 under the caption, Aspirants Allege Anomalies in MPSC and DSC recruitments. Honorable Speaker, sir, today I have brought this important matter to be discussed on the floor of this House, which concerns the anguish and the pain of the youths of our state who are unemployed. So unemployment in the state is a matter of concern, just not for any one of us here. I understand it is also a concern of the government. I also understand that the present government is trying its best to provide various kinds of employment to our youths. It could be employment through the farming sector. It could be employment through the private sector. It could also be employment through the government sector. Today, in my discussion, sir, I would like to confine myself only to the recruitment related with the government sector, sir. When I mean government sector, there are two agencies who are mandated by the Constitution, mandated by the government of Meghalaya, that is the MPSC and the DSC, to assist the government in the recruitment to fill various posts in various departments of the government, sir. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, according to Article 315 of the Constitution of India, there shall be a Public Service Commission for each state. With the formation of Meghalaya in 1971, the Meghalaya Public Commission came into existence on the 14th of September 1972, sir. So the role and functions of the MPSC have been specified in Article 320 of the Constitution of India, with the objectives to conduct exams for appointments to the services, operating schemes of joint recruitment for any services for which candidates possessing special qualifications are required. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like to inform this august House about the anomalies and the irregularities caused during the conduct of the preliminary examination to the post of the Meghalaya Civil Service, MCS, the junior grade, to recruit 38 vacancies to the MCS in 2017, sir. So the Personnel Department, Government of Meghalaya, had intimated to the chairman of the MPSC by its letter number PER 34/2016/11 dated 6th March 2017 to conduct the preliminary examination to the MCS. So the plan of the examination and the syllabus for the prelim exam was also made available by the Personnel Department to the MPSC by letter PER 34/2016/12 dated 15th May 2017. So records reveal that 11,401 applications were received. 641 applications were rejected, leaving 10,730 eligible candidates for the MCS prelims exam, sir. So the prelim exam was held on the 4th of August 2018. Results were declared on the 5th of October 2018, where 576 candidates were declared qualified for the main exam, sir. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, on the 25th of June 2018, the Commission met and decided not to follow or adopt the instruction given by the Personnel Department. And they refused to follow the procedure as per UPSC in the conduct of the preliminary examinations. So the members of the MPSC decided that both papers 1 and 2 will be compulsory, and that the candidates will have to secure a minimum qualifying marks of 35% in paper 2 only, sir. So the aggregate marks of both paper 1 and 2 would be calculated and considered for the purpose of cut-off marks. Therefore, this action of the Commission in not informing the candidates tantamount to concealing of information which is very vital to the candidates appearing for the preliminary examination, sir. Even though the decision was made on the 25th of June 2018, which is much before the date fixed for the prelim exam on the 4th of August 2018, sir. So this change of syllabus was made available by the Personnel Department, was decided by the Commission without the approval of the government, sir. So the whole syllabus was completely changed, and the Commission did not even inform the government nor got their approval, sir. The candidates were not aware of the changes made and naturally have accepted paper 2 as the qualifying paper, sir. Thus, the MPSC has misled all the candidates, sir. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, it is even more astonishing that the MPSC had kept different cut-off marks. So kindly note this, sir. The Commission had kept cut-off marks for the scheduled tribes of our state, sir. It'll be more astonishing if you hear this, what I'm going to say, sir. So the cut-off marks for the Khasi and the Jaintia was kept at 208 marks. And the cut-off marks for the Garos was kept at 188 marks. Why such discrimination, sir? Who has authorized the MPSC to come up with this kind of cut-off marks, sir? Separately for the Khasis and the Jaintias at 208 marks, and again separately for the Garos at 188 marks, sir. Who authorized them, sir? So the basis of setting two different cut-off marks for the Khasis and the Jaintias and the Garos is highly questionable, sir. How has the MPSC taken such a decision of discriminating the tribal candidates of our state? So cut-off marks are not specified for each written examination of different posts, sir. The cut-off marks are determined only after the written exam, which is highly irregular and questionable, sir. In fact, the MPSC has specified different cut-off marks for different posts all throughout, sir. Just not for the MCS, sir. For various examinations that they've held, they've been going and doing this kind of exercise, sir. So states like Manipur, Tripura, Sikkim, they mention the cut-off marks well ahead of the written exam, sir. Why can't Meghalaya Public Service Commission do the same, sir? So if the cutoff marks are already informed ahead to the candidates, they will know. So then again, uploading of answer keys, an option to candidates for filing representation for answer keys, is the trend of the day, sir. So answer keys are required to be given to the candidates, sir. So states like Manipur, Tripura, Nagaland, Sikkim, and Assam, for that matter, are providing this facility to the candidates to obtain answer keys and the option to file representations for the answer keys, sir. So in fact, if this system is introduced in Meghalaya, the candidates will not have any doubts of any malpractice, even if he fails in the written exam. It will also reduce the RTI applications filed by such candidates who have suspicion of foul play, sir. In fact, the MPSC should also adopt the system of uploading the marks obtained by the candidates both in the written and the personal interview. States like Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland have already introduced this system, sir. So Meghalaya is the only state who does not upload the previous year's question papers. All other northeastern states are uploading the previous year's questions regularly for all the exams that are conducted by the commissions. So in Meghalaya, it is sad to see our candidates from remote areas, and they have to come to the MPSC office to collect the previous year's question papers. And most of the time, it is not readily available, and the candidates are asked to come some another day to collect the question papers. Therefore, MPSC should immediately take action to upload the previous year's questions on their portal site, sir. Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, there is always a delay in conducting exams by the MPSC. So the post of typist, the ordinary grade, was advertised in April 2016, sir. April 2016. The screening of the applications has just been completed recently, sir, just few weeks back. Sir, the delay is 6 years. If an applicant had applied in 2016 and the screening is completed in 2022, so 6 years is a big delay, sir. By then, the applicant would have crossed the age bar too, sir. And so the typing test still is yet to be done. We do not know when is the MPSC going to call for the typing test. So another instance I'd like to give you, post of Inspector of Taxes, sir, was advertised in 2017. The results were declared only on the 22nd of December 2021, sir. That is after 4 years of delay, sir. Again, the post of LDA was advertised in July 2019 for 90 posts, and it is already 2 years now, sir. No dates for the exam has been scheduled as yet, sir. Sir, the MPSC in its office order, number MPSC/EX-C/37/2016-17/21 dated 25th May 2017, had clearly mentioned that the selection process to various posts advertised by the Commission is to be made on the basis of a written examination or screening test, which is mandatory in all the process of recruitment. Selection for all types of posts advertised, irrespective of the number of applicants, and to discontinue the process of direct interview at all entry-level posts in all departments of the government. But, sir, contrary to this order of the MPSC, the Commission in its own meeting held on the 27th of August 2019 decided to conduct personal interviews without written tests. They contradict their own orders of having written exams and personal interviews. Now they have done away with written exams and gone directly for personal interviews. Recently, 28 lecturers for the post for government colleges out of 563 candidates were selected by direct personal interviews. Again, sir, 40 assistant lecturers of the government higher secondary schools were selected out of 163 candidates by direct interview without written tests. Further, sir, 60 medical and health officers out of 179 candidates were selected by direct interview. Deputy Speaker, sir, I fail to understand how the merit of the candidates were decided only on one criteria, and that is the personal interview, sir. Deputy Speaker, sir, I would like also to inform this August House that the MPSC does not even have any service rules. The Personnel Department is yet to provide service rules to the officers and staff of the MPSC. Due to the absence of a service rule, there has been instances of a typist rising to the level of the controller of examinations, sir. There is also an instance of a peon rising to the level of superintendent and another typist rising to the level of deputy secretary who is only class 12 pass. This is the situation of the MPSC, sir. Therefore, in view of the above observations, sir, that I have placed before this August House on the functioning of the MPSC, I request the government to kindly review the functioning of the MPSC and bring about the required changes for the larger interest of the unemployed youths of our state and the welfare of the officers and the staff of the MPSC. So now I would like to bring forth the anomalies of the district selection committees, sir. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, the district selection committees are regarded as one of the premier exams of the districts in Meghalaya, sir. The youths of our state have high expectations from the DSC exams, as passing these exams would provide them a secure government job, sir. However, there are issues that has risen in the past years and months, causing insecurities and doubts on the management, transparency, and postponement of exams by the district selection committees, sir.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, point of order. So the 0 hour under Rule 49A clearly mentions, sir, that the member raising such a matter shall not make any speech. Sir, I think we are always deviating from the rules and giving a lot of flexibility. I understand matter is important, but it can be raised in in the appropriate and proper manner. And we have government business today. There are a lot of cut motions, grants to be brought out. Can I request and urge the honourable member that if he can shorten the debate. This is not a debate, sir. It's a 0 hour notice where then there's a call attention motion. So the government business is going to suffer. We have a lot of, as I said, important grants to pass. So I request, sir, you to kindly look into this matter, sir.
So I just have
Please shorten your
5 minutes. Within 5 or 10 minutes, I'll just complete, sir. It's not a debate. It's a 0 hour. I understand, sir, and I need to highlight the issues and the anomalies that are required. And this is a 0 hour. I understand, sir. It is not a speech. I'm not giving a speech, but I'm presenting my submission to this August House, sir, and may I be allowed to do so, sir. So, Honourable Deputy Speaker, sir, a news article written in Shillong Times dated 13 January 2022 under the title DSC Accused of Manipulation During Recruitment. So, the Constitutional Rights Forum that the CRF along with other organizations of the South Garo Hills had suspected that there was manipulation, there was nepotism, favoritism in the recent recruitments of candidates to various posts and the vacancies for which were advertised on April 20th, 2021, sir. Sir, the complainant had criticized those vacancies for the posts of LDA, clerks, Gram Sevak, soil and water conservation demonstrators, and so on, sir, for which written exam was also held in the same year of November 2021. And the forum, however, claimed that there was no transparency during the recruitment process and only those who were close to the DSC members or the politicians were selected for the various posts. Sir, an RTI was also filed with regards to the matter seeking various details, but the same was allegedly not entertained by the PIO of the South Garo Hills. Sir, we do preach about good governance, transparency and justice, but this all needs deliverance and performance and not just mere talk, sir. There are complaints that some candidates were practicing unfair means, using mobile phones and other smart electronic gadgets during the examination. So this reveals the lack of efficiency and strictness of how the examination is conducted in our state, sir. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I request the district selection committees to look into this matter as the future aspirants of this very exam should be selected based on their merits and caliber. And we must give room for candidates who have the potential to perform and to deliver their work efficiently for the development and progress of the different departments, sir. Sir, there has been complaints about the application process of the exam wherein candidates of some districts were not permitted to apply for DSC exam in another districts, whereas candidates from the latter district could apply in the former districts of the state. For instance, sir, there are candidates from Ribhoi district were not given preferences when they apply for DSC exam in some other districts, like East Khasils, and vice versa, sir. So the other important issue with the DSC exam is about the process of selection of candidates, wherein their grades or mark sheets are not available for display. A fair practice should be followed by the DSC, like other national level exams, where the candidates could see for themselves about their performance based on their grades, sir. This would lessen and clear all the doubts of suspicion and questions arising about the transparency in the selection process conducted by the committee. Deputy Speaker, sir, with these few words that I have submitted before the House, I would like to expect a convincing and a reply from the Honorable Chief Minister to the youths of the state, so that they still have faith in the system that we follow, and whatever anomalies or irregularities that have been flagged today may be looked upon and necessary corrections be brought accordingly. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat. Thank you so much.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, sir, I am thankful to the Honourable Member, Shri H.M. Champliang, MLA, for tabling the 0-hour notice pertaining to the news item which appeared in the newspaper, the Shillong Times, dated 24 October 2017. So it's about 5 years back, even before this government came in, sir. But nonetheless, sir, 2017, under the caption, Aspirants Alleged Anomalies in MPSC DSC Recruitment. So I'm presuming he's bringing out the anomalies that were there in 2017 and before in the previous system, sir. Sir, I'm replying. Can you please?
Particularly about the preliminary exams which was conducted in 2018, sir.
So this article I'm referring to is 2017. So, I mean, he's referring to, so I'm just mentioning that, sir. So the MPSC was constituted in 1972. And the main function of the MPSC is to recommend suitable candidates for filling up different vacancies of posts falling under its purview. The chairman and members of the commission are appointed on the recommendation of a search committee headed by the chief secretary. The recruitment process in the MPSC involves issue of advertisement, acceptance of applications, scrutiny of applications, selection, recommendation of eligible candidates. The advertisements are uploaded on the website of the MPSC, which was launched since 2011, and also displayed on the notice boards in the Meghalaya Public Service Commission's office, as well as in all MPSC cells, where candidates can file their applications through the online system. Provisional lists are rejection list is published on the provisional list of rejection list is published on the MPSC website and office notice board. The candidates are given 10 to 15 days time to file their appeal. The final decision, either for acceptance or rejection, is taken by the Commission. Rejection list is displayed in the website and the office notice board. One-time entry for necessary information by applicants at the Meghalaya Public Service Commission websites will automatically save all the details of the applicants, which can be used for future applications on the MPSC website. Editing of entry can also be done by the applicant if information is required to be uploaded. Admit cards, intimation letters can be downloaded by the applicant themselves. The MPSC follows the same procedure as done by the Public Service Commission in the country, where the nature of duties associated with a particular post demands persons possessing specialized knowledge. The department concerned prescribes specific syllabus for written examinations. Subject experts are called to assist the Commission during personal interview. With the passage of time, the numbers of applications received by the Meghalaya Public Service Commission for various posts advertised has also increased. One of the constraints faced by the Commission is the problem of examination halls for conducting examinations, as examination halls in the Meghalaya Public Service Commission's building can accommodate only 450 candidates, approximately, leading to delay in conducting the interview and the examination. In order to bring in transparency, reduce human error, and conduct fast and economical recruitment, OMR, optical mark recognition, has been introduced for many examinations conducted by the MPSC. Further, in order to streamline the function of the Commission, the following measures will be undertaken. Increase the number of exam centers in all district headquarters apart from Shillong and Tura. Conduct common exams for posts having similar educational qualifications and pay scales. Split the interview board from Viva Voice/personal interviews by having more than one board, which will be headed by a member in each board, along with subject domain experts drawn from relevant sectors. Attempts to conduct examinations on Saturdays when school colleges are not in session. As far as the district selection committees are concerned, all DSCs follow the guidelines laid down by Personnel and Administrative Reforms Department's office memorandum issued via number PER.49/2012/5, dated 17th of November 2014, in order to maintain fairness and impartiality during the recruitment of various posts under the purview of the committee. During typing test, the results containing the marks obtained is printed out and the concerned candidates have to sign on the result sheets. Also, video recording during personal interviews was also carried out in the DSC Bakmara during the recently concluded Viva Voice. The handling of question paper and OMR is being done with due care as per procedures to avoid any leakage or corrupt practice. After the declaration of the results of the written exam, the individual marks secured by the candidates are kept in sealed covers and opened only after personal interviews at the time of tabulation. A few district selection committees have resorted to use of OMR sheets. Other district selection committees are in the process of switching to OMR for conduct of written exams. Sir, apart from that, I do appreciate the concerns of the honorable member, and he has brought out different points concerning the overall functioning of the MPSC. And the government also has often discussed this matter of making reforms and improving the overall functioning of the MPSC. But so we have to also realize that while we recommend and suggest ways and means to improve the functioning, so under the Indian Act 1935, provided for the Public Service Commission, the Constitution has given a constitutional status of an autonomous body to the MPSC. And hence, it is not always possible for us to check the terms and conditions that are being laid by the MPSC for different examinations. It is not proper for us to check the question papers and approve the question papers as a government, because then the entire process of ensuring that it is an autonomous body and not government does not interfere in their day-to-day process is not served if we were to do that. And if we were to do that, then I'm sure that the members here would say, well, why is the government wetting the examination papers? Why is the government mentioning about the different criteria? These are decisions taken by the MPSC as a constitutional body and an autonomous body, and they have the right to do it. And it's wrong on part of the government to intervene into those internal matters. But having said that, I think concerns are absolutely fair. And what the honorable member has mentioned, we have taken note of all the points. And definitely, from our side, suggestions will be made to MPSC in those lines in order to make sure that their overall functioning improves in the larger interest of ensuring that quicker examinations can take place, the long process is shortened, and most importantly, fair procedures are followed so that there is no scope for any kind of malpractice in the system. So efforts will be made, and definitely the government is considering and making a list of all different steps to be taken to improve the overall functioning. But as I said, these are suggestions that we will make to the MPSC. But into the day-to-day functioning of the MPSC, the government of Meghalaya does not intervene or does not interfere in the process, as it is a constitutional body which is autonomous in nature. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank the honorable member for bringing these points, and it's important for the youth. I totally agree, and we will ensure that we take all those points and suggestions down and ensure that we pass it on and give the suggestions to the MPSC so that the overall functioning can improve. With these few words, I resume my seat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that convincing reply from the Honorable Chief Minister. And I'm also thankful to him for accepting all the suggestions, and hopefully we will have new changes in the MPSC and for the youths of the state as well, sir. Thank you so much.